Network.
All right. Welcome back to the Fourcast. It is a two-cast as of right now. Myself and H-Rap in the building. And tonight, we have a very powerful documentary that we're going to review tonight. It is called Hurricane Katrina, Race Against Time. Man, there was so many aspects to this. So I've been looking forward to hearing your thoughts on it, hearing all of our thoughts on it. It may just be the two of us tonight. Our other two members had to take care of some business. So, but we could be here, whether it's me, A-Trap, both, A-Trap and Wilkes, whatever, we could be here. All right, so Hurricane Katrina, Race Against Time. Obviously, we know what happened, but I don't know if we really know what happened, if you know what I mean. I think we just had an overview sense of what was going on, but this documentary really, really broke it down. It was a 5-part documentary. Shout out to A-Trap for recommending it. It was definitely one of those that is right up our alley, and it really shows a lot of what goes on in our communities, a lot of how we are seen and how we are pictured and how we are viewed and how we are portrayed. And there was, all that and more. So first off, A-Trap, how you doing? And get into some initial thoughts.
My initial thoughts is I quit. And I know it sounds crazy. No, I'm dead serious. I gave up on America with this podcast, with this documentary. Yeah. And what I mean by that is I reconfigured my schedule for my shows. I was feeling myself over the weekend, so I wrote out Monday and Wednesday show, and I reconverted them to I did Wednesday show today, and I'm doing today's show Wednesday because, as you just stated, this is how people view us. This is how we're treated, and people look at this and say, no, this is a snapshot. No, this is what we've been complaining about for 100 years. Well, for 161 years as emancipated individuals. And this is what we've been complaining about since 1619. And this is the dictionary definition of me just saying, okay, man, I'm done. I don't have anything else. You want it to be this? Okay, cool. You don't respect it? Cool. Because I'll never make a complaint about the United States of America again. Not that I don't think that we should be treated properly, but it's not going to happen.
Right. Yeah. It's just this was another prime example. We've seen plenty of examples. So anybody that says, "Oh, this is just a one-off situation," we've seen multiple examples for how we are portrayed and how we are seen. Even if you want to go back to Tulsa, you just burned down a whole community, a community that didn't need you, mind you, didn't need you to manage us or to supply us with supplies. We handled it all on our own. And then you look at what's going on right now, and I'm sure you probably already have talked about it. What's going on in California? What's going on in DC? We're going back, and you said it multiple times. when we talk about the 50s, and we're not talking about the 1950s.
Amen.
So I know I 100% agree with you on that. But I think this documentary needs to be watched for multiple reasons. Number one, Katrina was a major time in this country where I personally hadn't seen anything like that before.
Me either.
And I didn't know. I don't think I did meet some people, throughout my life that weren't impacted by it and that ended up here. But we don't really know the story on how they ended up in these places, which this documentary again showed. And also, it helps you to have compassion for people that you may not understand what they went through. This really tells you everything that you need to know. It was very well done. Ryan Coogler was executive producer on it, and it really broke down what these people went through. That you'll probably never see it like this. I don't think there hadn't been a documentary yet. There's another one that's actually coming out on
on Netflix.
So we're about 20 years in. I think it was 2005.
Exactly 20.
So it's really no better time than now. But yeah, 2005, causing over 1,800 fatalities, approximately $1.8 billion in damage. And I thought, and we go ahead and get into the conversation. I thought it was the hurricane that kind of caused everything, but the hurricane actually was a minute part of it, and that didn't cause a lot of the damage. It was the levees that end up causing the damage. So let's kind of open it up and talk about the beginning parts of this documentary where they talked about really New Orleans and the culture and what it's like. And there was a elder gentleman who was a community activist, which is like that guy that you talk about all the time, that guy that's able to tell the story of what happened, the accurate story and the real story.
Oh yeah, most definitely, man. This is the microcosm of what we experience in the United States of America. We're overlooked. We're set aside. We are not valued in these United States of America. And like I said, I'll never, ever, 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 ever complain about the United States of America again, because how many times have we attempted to embrace our culture and people just done away with it? This dude, do you know how beautiful New Orleans, Louisiana is? And I don't mean optically. I'm talking about from a spiritual standpoint, from a historic standpoint. Just the people down there are different kinds of people. You got people they're engulfed in French culture, they're engulfed in Haitian culture, they're engulfed in indigenous culture, and they all come together and they make people. They are what the world should be. Like I consistently say that the world is made up of different tribes. Right. And that one race, human race, and then everybody else is a different tribe. New Orleans, Louisiana shows you how those people can inculcate each other, and you can inculcate yourself into that culture, and it will embrace you, and you are an extension of the local culture. People don't realize that the Haitian background for those people down there, and they went to the DR / Haiti, because it's not called Haiti, it's called Haiti. And that is the reason you have Texas, Arkansas, Oklahoma, so forth and so on, because those people kicked kicked Napoleon his behind, and they forced the people they forced them to sell. So it's just so much history and culture in that place, and it was washed away. And after watching the very end of this, I believe it was washed away purposely, because when you see the damage to that levee, that's not damage done by water. I don't care what anybody say. They showed it up high view. No, I ain't going.
And they said in this that it wasn't even fully completed. They were still in the process of putting it together. So that, I mean, what better way for something to fail if it's not put together properly? Which I appreciated that. I think he was a meteorologist, or he was maybe he was a doctor or something, but he said it was not put, it was faulty. So this was going to happen sooner or later. And I think another thing we didn't realize was they had an actual Hurricane Pam is what they called it, which was a mock hurricane and how we deal with the situation. And they had a plan laid out. But when you, like Mike Tyson, the Mike Tyson saying, everybody got a plan until they get punched in the mouth. And they just didn't know how to handle it.
I refuse to believe that. Think about this. How is it that we could put people on the moon? We could put tools on Mars, but we can't understand the severity of an extremely powerful storm. You should be okay. Watch this.
And the key word is should. That you shouldn't. Yeah.
Look at this. Not September 11th, 2001. A plane hit 2 buildings in New York, rocked New York to its core, knocked down buildings down the street, this, that, and the third, right?
Right.
But in 1986, a plane hit a building in Philadelphia. That building still stands. It's somebody going to work in that building tomorrow. So if you can make a structure strong enough to withstand a bigger plane hitting it, how is it that you don't prepare for things of that nature?
Yeah.
Nah, man.
And this is a city, we've all heard it and know it, that's under sea level.
They in a boat.
Yeah. So it's bound to happen sooner or later. And to your point, the whole FEMA aspect was really like, let's wash these people out and let's rebuild. And now when you go back, I've been to New Orleans twice in the past 2 years, and you can't even tell, obviously it's been 20 years, but you can't even tell what happened. You can't tell there was a Katrina, but it's for people that live there, it's been gentrified, like we see in a lot of areas. Anybody that's here in Texas, Oak Cliff is that area where it's being regentrified, and you got a Starbucks, you got a Whole Foods, you got all these different places, and it pushes out the people that are from there, that live there, and that this is really that same situation.
Oh, most definitely, man. Most definitely, and we continue to give people passes, and we keep saying, "Oh well, no, we don't know. We know that we are under the thumb of a greedy government that'll do anything they can to ensure that they get what they want." And you spoke about gentrification. The very first address I ever lived in is 1655 West Hastings here in Chicago, Illinois. That's my great-grandparents and my grandparents' residence, right?
Yeah.
That's the parking lot of a Costco. My dad's mother's address is 1942 West Washburn. That's a crime lab now. Wow. My dad is my mother's second husband. Her first husband, where he was born, is now headquarters for the FBI here in Chicago.
Wow.
So and for years, I'm talking about as far, when I didn't know what they were talking about, you heard, hey man, the university gonna take over that land. They bound up all this land, and that's exactly who owned that land 40 years, 50 years later. Yeah. So now, man, yeah. I believe they saw this coming. They put and you when you listen to these people speak about our brothers and sisters from New Orleans, it lets you know Black people are the scourge of America in their POV. I'm not saying that we are. They don't care. They don't care. And we disregard it, done away with. You got people literally saying, hey man, and he came over here, but I'm running for my life.
Right.
So,
right. And that leads me to my first question. Survival versus property. How many times have we seen this where this was really like they said it multiple times. This was apocalyptic. This was like The Walking Dead. If anybody ever seen that show where everything is shut down and you're not being provided food or water. So what do? You can't go to your house and get food. You got the store that's over here. Do you take that? Do you take that, or do you just die on the street? and that's my question: survival versus property.
Man, this survival, man. And see, again, I'm gonna continue to extrapolate these things to current living conditions throughout the United States of America.
Yeah.
Look, is cocaine bad? Is heroin bad? Is barbiturates bad? Or are those pills that they sell? All those things bad? All of them are definitely bad. But when you put me in a situation to whereas in my mind, I got my lady, I got my children, I may even have a parent living with me. Either sell that poison or all of us starve.
All of us, yeah.
You know, and I have friends, well, you need to make better decisions. Yeah, that sounds good, man. That sounds great. I have had the privilege of never being hungry unless I was too far away from home. Yeah. I've never been hungry in my life and to the point where I ain't think I could get something to eat. But put somebody in that situation. I know of people who had to sell dope because their mother went in debt to the drug dealer. So that's survival mode. I ain't judging nobody for being in survival mode. They created this paradox to whereas they told the world, look at these crazy people. It's just like they do to our children today. And look at those young people, man. And then we start singing that same song. See, look at them. They looting. They crazy. Nah, man. If I got water up to my sternum,
right,
I'm stealing everything around me. Like,
hey, that store is done. All that stuff in that store is gonna have to be thrown away, regardless, because the store it's gonna have to be knocked down. There's the mold in there. The amount of time that water was there. What's up, Will?
Hey, what's going on?
The amount of time that water was in there, and we're talking about like survival versus property, which was what we seen. Is when the police come in and they're like, we need to stop. And this is every single time there's a protest. The first day is, they're protesting peacefully. The second day they go immediately into the looting and people are shooting other people. It goes immediately into the negative aspect, which then basically tears down everything that they're doing. And that's exactly what happened here. But give us your thoughts. Give us your initial thoughts on this too.
Yeah, it's one of those things where it's like they aren't getting the resources they need fast enough. Nobody did the check down as well as they thought they did. So, like H-Rap said, you're gonna end up bulldozing or end up clearing out the inventory. I mean, and they're reclaiming toiletries, things they need,
and foods, water,
and food, and stuff like that. So, guess what? Because you're gonna come in and write it off anyway. Your company, that business has insurance for things like this situation.
Right.
You're gonna write that off because you're not at that store willingly passing it out. So It's one of those things where, hey, our back's against the wall. You know, I'm staying at the Superdome and there ain't no toilet paper or there ain't no, whatever, and now the sewage isn't working, it's just like, now that's going down. That's declining. That's going down quick. So yeah, you get in survival mode. You start to scramble. Like they said, my baby haven't ate in 2 days. She cried. I mean, you got survival mode. At that point, it ain't gonna be the baby. You gonna make sure that baby get what they need.
Right. So because if it was the other way around, if that FEMA director's kids and family was outside, he would have made the same decision as a parent.
Yeah, because they want to make it seem like they always want to make it seem like, look at it. They out of control. I told you they were out of control. I told you they couldn't help themselves. You're just trying to make an example out of these people, but you're not understanding, like, they're trying to survive because they already have minimal to work with and to live with anyway, as it is. Like you said, if the FEMA center or whatever is across town,
Baton Rouge,
stop. You're not even boots on the ground. You're north, way north.
Yeah.
And then if you're across the city, how am I going to get to where these tents and these camps are that are passing out meals and stuff? I can't get there. Like you said, I got water. I'm in the attic, climbing through the roof. I got water up to my neck.
Yeah.
I can't even get there first. I can't even get somebody to get here first. So when you get to that situation where it's like It's all or nothing. This is what I got. Yeah, this gas station. Guess what? I'm going in this gas station. I need to get toiletries. I need to get clean water. I need to get stacks. Whatever the hell it is.
Yeah.
You know, I get it. It's like you get survival mode. I mean, the property, like I said, I get it. You want to try to protect those things, and you want to talk about, well, what are we gonna do when you done ransack the pharmacy or whatever, and we need medicine. I'm like, hey, stop. Yeah. That'll come back. Insurance will cover all of that.
Right.
You got to survive right now.
Right. That's like if your child or even you get in an accident. If my wife got into an accident, I'm gonna say, hey, are you okay?
Right.
We can get another car.
It's amazing.
Get another roll of canned foods.
Right. It's amazing how, like, when we watch stuff like The Walking Dead or 28 Days Later, it's okay we got to go on a supply run. Oh, they call it a supply run. But then when the inner city goes on the supply run, they're looting. They still
when it's real life and it's life or death.
Yeah, it's looting. Yeah, it's not supply run at that point.
Now the star of this whole thing was this guy right here.
Yeah.
And this guy right here, General Russell Honore, as soon as he stepped on the scene too, he was a man of the people.
Yeah.
And as soon as he met the FEMA guy is like, well, I got you a desk right here. I need you to sit right here. And he's like, hell no.
No.
I'm going to where the people are.
I'm a general.
The guy, the head of FEMA, didn't even understand what was going on, because I don't even know if he stepped foot in New Orleans at all.
No, he did. No, he didn't.
The whole thing. He did everything by phone and email. And there was another guy that worked for FEMA that was sending multiple emails. Like, I don't think you understand what's going on.
Yeah.
And there's no phones. There's no communication.
Yeah.
This wasn't during the time where you could send a picture on your iPhone.
Yeah, that's why now they try to rewrite it when FEMA shows up at a hurricane, when the storm is passed. Now they try to rewrite it like FEMA's in there quick, setting up tents. FEMA's in there. We on the ground out here. We up front and personal. But, it's they learned from that one.
What's up, CJ? Appreciate you for tuning in. Make sure you subscribe to that channel. Plays by CJ. Do not play it at work. Do not play it up loud. Put your headphones on. But he said, I ain't gonna lie. When somebody hit the back of my Charger with my car with my shorty at the passenger side, first thing I'm gonna say is, damn, I just customized my rear lights.
Hey, man. Hey, some new lights, man.
Hey, I hear you. I got a Honda CRV. I'm good. If somebody hit the back of that car, I'm now Wilkes with his Mustang. Wilkes about to get out with the AK.
We got problems. We got problems.
Yeah, Wilkes is not gonna be okay. It's not gonna be good.
Yeah, man, we're gonna have problems,
man. But yeah, let me put his picture back up. This gentleman is still alive, and from this Hurricane Katrina, he became kind of a organizer and
a doer.
Yeah, there you go. Of these drastic situations, because nobody seemed to know what to do, who was in charge.
Yeah. They weren't
just a lot of let's do what we think is best, and what you think is best is not always best, because you start to put, like I just said, you start to put people. No, you start to put property over people.
Yep.
And again, if that was your family, that was your sister, that was your daughter, you would.
That's why I believe this was a plan.
Yeah.
It was too many people dropping the ball.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you sit up here talking about. We can't get lives back. But it's just material things. We can replace those. Can you? Because you seem pretty worried about the people taking it when they need it. Because they're in desperation mode. They're in survival mode. I gotta get what I can. I'm like you said. I'm out here with my grandma. She in a wheelchair. I'm out here with my child. He or she hadn't eaten. Or hell, I'm not worried about me. Make sure you eat. It's one of those. Your brain, like we always said, everybody got a plan until you get hit in the mouth.
Right.
Till you get hit, that plan is out the window. Because I would have didn't know you would. No, you would.
Yeah, you and just like when we talk about you talking about slavery, if I was there, I would have ran up on them.
Stop.
You don't know. You don't know what.
Yeah, right. And get done in. Yeah. Stop.
All right. So what do y'all think of the mayor?
Ray Nagin. Ray Nagin, I remember this. I remember this. Ironically, this is the year that The Wire started.
That sounds good. Yeah. That sounds good.
Yeah. And I remember having conversations like this. And I remember talking to this cat named Bruce. And he was like, man, this is going to be messed up for years. I said, no, it's not. I said, in about 3 years, this is going to be cleaned up. Man, did you see the damage? And I told, because people see me as a conspiracy theorist. I'm not a conspiracy theorist. I'm not a radical. I just realized what's going on. Dude, one of the things that was pervading and consistently being said was, and then I heard an explosion.
Yeah.
And then when I saw the levees, I wish if you can find a picture of the levees, put it on the screen, dog. Right. When you see what a levee broke and you see rubble around that, that's not what water does to things.
Right.
If I'm telling you, man, I'm gonna look for it. This Ray Nagin was a go. I don't know what he went to jail for. I don't know what you go to jail for 10 years. I don't know what you go to jail for 10 years for.
Oh, yeah. I saw he did something like racketeer or something like that. I don't know.
Getting money.
But honestly, I think they were using him as a scapegoat. They just had him kind of up there. Hey, well, you go talk to the people and sound like you know what you're doing. I think they set him up for failure too, which I think he really genuinely tried to do what he could. But like you said, they were studying like what if, like years in advance, wasn't it? It was like the first episode.
They had a whole plan. They had a whole plan in place. Yeah.
But then, like I said, when that plan hit you in the mouth, you got hit in the mouth. Well, we're gonna go to another direction, Yeah.
Here's the. I don't know if this is a good one right here, but
no, it's another one.
The two of them together.
It's when it dried up, and you can see the little like that. That looks like what should happen if the levees break. It's this one scene where they showed it from above, and you can see where the water just was pouring. This is where the water was pouring through.
It was like the water was coming through.
It looks like an explosion happened. That's to me what you just put that back on the screen. That's what to me what it's supposed to look. I ain't no damn engineer, but that's what it's supposed to look like. If you able to find that one scene, bruh, it is insane. And I'm like, come on, man.
And I don't think it was necessarily blown up, but I just think it wasn't enough focus and attention to detail and putting it together that if and when something happened, it was going to destroy that whole area. I think that's
why didn't make them tall enough. Why would you make it? You're already under sea level.
Because Greenland got the same thing. A whole country.
That's all, I mean, it's crazy, man.
Yeah. And the amount of terror. None of us. I don't think. I don't want to speak for y'all, but I don't think anybody's been in a situation like this where you're used to hurricanes. All right, and a lot of people said this. Like we know it's going to be heavy rain and wind. It may be a little bit of something there. Immediately after, everything was pretty much good in most areas.
Yeah.
And then the water just started rising, which made me think of the Central Texas, which I was actually in the middle of the night.
Right.
When that happened.
Oh, man.
But it made me think of that when you wake up and the water is up to your neck.
Right.
Like
exactly.
That's no level of terror that I don't ever want to experience. I don't want anybody I know to experience.
Yeah. I mean, even like they said, like they walking in the street, they were like, "Oh man, it's okay, it's over." And I was like, "Wait a minute." They were like, "What's happening? Wait a minute. Why is the water? Where's all the water coming from?" It was like, what did they say? Like in about 5 minutes, it was already. It was already like up to the tire of the car.
Yeah, he said every 3 minutes it got higher.
Yeah. Oh, jeez.
And this is one of the images. That's
right.
That's up to now. This guy in the middle is probably tall, but the other people behind him, it's up to their chest, and they're walking underneath the freeways.
Right.
Ain't no telling what was in that water either.
Yeah, they mentioned that too. Yeah, they didn't tell no. Like somebody said, then they said they had like you're in this water with an open wound, and
he died.
He ended up dying.
He ended up dying.
Yeah. And then there was this one lady, some reporter. You're wrong. Isn't that what you're doing? Isn't what you're doing wrong? He said, "Look, we walk around in this water, and if we get our feet cut, we're gonna die."
Right.
And I'm like,
which end up happening.
Your business, homie.
Exactly.
Right. And that leads me to another question. Media. And there was some there was the Asian guy that really I think he took it in, and he's like, I'm gonna do what I can to really get the story out. And there was some people that asked a question like, you stole all that stuff, why did you do that? Which is really not a question. That's just you accusing somebody and you want their opinion instead of you saying, where's your family? Do you know where your family is? And that guy that was trying to talk to his grandmother, like, hey, if you know, if I see you or you see me, where are you? Like, that ain't
right.
That's hell. That's literal hell. But media, and we can talk about this or in general, is it put in place to help or harm the people? Hey, Trap.
Most definitely, man. I mean, the whole slogan, if it bleeds, it leads.
Oh, yeah.
Like I said today on the program, you see 1,000 young people acting a complete fool on TV, and then they attribute that to us.
Right.
As a whole.
Immediately.
Look at how they act. But when the president is acting a fool, when what's the man name who looked like a turtle in Kentucky? I can't think of his name right now. With the glasses. Mitch McConnell. When Mitch McConnell does this racist stuff, when what's her name? Marjorie Taylor Greene does racist stuff. Right. When my man out of South Carolina, he does Kelsey or whatever his name is. When they're doing racist stuff, we don't paint with a broad brush and say they are racist. We say that individual is, and this is what you're seeing repeatedly. You see So the media, that's why people like y'all living in Texas. That's why you are led to believe that Chicago is a war zone. You shot everywhere. Or I even go in the other direction. That's why you're told that the police hate us. So if you ever sit down and have a conversation with a cop, you'll be like, man, he ain't tripping.
Right. But he's not even on that.
Right. But they won't let you say that because they need that tension. Because if you ever start having conversations with these people, you're gonna fool around and realize you're dealing with a person. If you're dealing with a person, the chaos ends. Yeah. We need the chaos. Yeah. The chaos fuels the economy. And that's what we're dealing with, man. The chaos is fueling the economy. Yeah. So, of course, the media. The media is a major contributor. You saw it in the water. They kept promoting a serial killer, but they weren't promoting the drug dealers because the drug dealers helping us keep our jobs. The serial killer is just a one-time entity that eventually he either gonna stop or we gonna catch him and kill him. Right.
Yeah. So, Wilkes, you want to add anything to that?
I think when you have someone that is going to give you the news that brings awareness, it helps then. But when you get it into the hands of the CNNs, the Fox, the local news channel, even when you're standing there, they're like, oh, let's go talk to this gentleman. Oh, focus back in here. Zoom in right here. Get a tight shot. Stop. What does that have to do with anything that's happening right now? Because you want that article, you want that news shot, you want the best images, and you're not even contributing to making an awareness. You're contributing to just start mess and keep it going, and you're putting it in the wrong light. You want to zoom in on somebody tiptoeing through the water, out of the grocery store or something like that. Not saying, hey, a survivor here was looking for some food to eat because things were scarce. You're not going to say that.
Right.
You're not going to say that.
Right.
It's just, well, police have been in this area multiple times because there were reports that people were stealing from the grocery store. But you're not even trying to say, as you see, we have a survivor here. Looks like he's gathering food to survive and maybe feed his children. You're not saying that. You don't want to talk like that. You don't want to hear that part. Right. You don't want to hear that part. So yeah, the media definitely will definitely push that narrative, man. They definitely will do it. To make it just to whatever sells the big story, whatever puts it on the front news, what's ever going to be on the nightly news, the headlines. Oh yeah, they want to keep that thing going, that wheel turning.
Yeah. So I wanted to get to a couple of photos. This one right here, this is in front of the convention center, and it's just, I mean, there's people wandering around.
There's somebody in a chair right there, a wheelchair.
Yeah,
got arrested by the police car.
Right, because they don't have anywhere to go. They say you can't leave, and I think one of the worst parts of this is the communication just didn't go one way. It
right,
was
and there's no power. So you don't want
to.
I mean, of course they're gonna be out in the streets. There's no power. There's no AC. There's no water. There's no. I mean,
right.
I'm gonna be outside, and then I can't even imagine what happened when it gets dark.
Yeah, really, and they didn't really show a lot of that.
Yeah,
they didn't show a lot of them when it's dark and what's really going on.
And you really got problems.
Right.
Yeah, because like I said, a lot of they were probably in a race trying to restore power in some places, but the majority, like those people living, like having to stay in the attic, nighttime is coming. Is this water gonna stop rising? Is it gonna keep rising? You don't have flashlights. You don't have any kind of light.
Right.
I mean, what do you want? That fear sets in, man.
Right. And here's a couple images. This one right here.
Oh man.
Gosh. You're just looking at houses underwater, which I've never seen anything like. You're looking at just the whole city. They said 80%.
Yeah, when they showed that map,
was flooded. Yeah.
Oh my gosh, this is insane, man.
Yeah. I've never seen anything like that. And for me, I don't think, and I want to get your thoughts on this. I was in California at that time, so we're watching it. Again, we're watching the news, we're watching whatever coverage we can see.
Mm-hmm.
But we didn't know the severity of what was going on. We just thought, okay, the levees broke, and I thought maybe in a couple of days, okay, everything's all good. But it was day 5 when they finally started to get some relief.
Yeah, I remember watching things like the nightly news, just trying to get pieces of it because I was working nights. When this happened. So I just tried to get information where I could and read articles where I could. But a lot of the images were just people wandering aimlessly, like, where am I supposed to go? Or like I said, I remember the bodies that were bloated. They didn't, and just
around in the water.
Floating around. Yeah. I mean, I remember the images of there was a fire at one point. One of the houses or a building or something was on fire. So I just tried to get stuff here and there. I really, honestly, I tried to stay away from Fox News and CNN. I tried to stay away from those outlets because I wanted to see like what I could get that was going to be like, okay, this is what's happening. You see the babies are crying. I mean, just like the distress. The lady's got a hand on her head. I mean, it's just like, I don't want to hear the media talking about, can we get a Zoom? Can we get why do you want to interview me? Do you see me right now?
Right.
I don't want to interview you. I don't want to be on your camera, man, because you're not getting if you want me on your camera, I'm going to lose my shit.
Right. Exactly.
Hey,
it's about to get real.
Yeah, because right now, this is what's happening, and this is what you don't want on your TV. And no, don't cut me off when I start going left. So it's like, stop, because this is the situation that we're backed in. So yeah, I remember trying to just grab information from apps that I had and information that I could find. Like I said, I tried to stay away from the big national news and even some of the local news because they're just gonna give you little snippets and then they're gonna cut to dog races at 3, on Channel 5. Right. Stop.
They're not gonna give you everything.
Right. They're not gonna give you everything. So yeah, those images of the levee and just the water and the houses under, like to the point where the water was so high, the roof was covered. Like you could just see just little tiny peaks of the roof, and I'm just like, oh my gosh, man! I can't imagine that if like I don't remember. Did anybody hear like what the weather was like? Was it humid? Was it hot?
I was just about to say that. I
can't even imagine.
This is the first time that I heard about it was 100 degrees out there.
I can't even imagine. I can't. Oh gosh.
Yeah, they just wanted to, especially people that weren't there. Right. They just wanted to give us pieces of the information.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Because then a lot of the news coverage was downtown Bourbon Street, which
they weren't exactly
didn't get a lot of the storm, and so you had the Fox News and the Good Morning Americas and all those type of people were over there saying, "Oh, it's all good."
Right, exactly. That's what you're. Yeah, that's what he was like.
Away, though, it's
everything's okay over here. Everything seems to be pretty good. Looks like everything pulled through. Nah, man, across town, man, the levee is damaged and you got water poured in. Yeah. You talking about it
waiting on Noah to pull up.
Right. He over here partying, ready to go over here to Bourbon Street. Like, hey, man, chill out, man. You got to stop. Yeah. Chill out, man.
There they go, your thumbs up, Wilson.
Always. I don't know what is happening. I don't know what is happening.
Yeah.
He always does it on mine.
One of the stories, I think, A-Trap, I think you actually mentioned it last week. The lady that she got rescued. I think she was on a boat.
Mm-hmm.
And she says there's a baby right there, which is already passed. And she said, I just want to get that baby. Maybe I can find somebody, maybe somebody knows somebody. And so the person says, we were only trying to find the living, not the dead. And he ends up pushing the baby away.
Stop, man.
There was plenty of times I almost cried watching this, because this is like this. And plenty of people said it. Like, we're in America. This should not happen. And if it does happen, there should be immediate action. Again, FEMA not doing their part at all. And then they're talking about them. Well, he has his eating schedule and he has to make sure that he has reservations. I'm like, man, get out of here.
Stop.
Get out of here.
Chill out.
Man. It was pathetic.
Yeah, but that story definitely hit me. And A-Trap, I know you mentioned it last week.
Oh yeah, but before I even touch on that, I want to salute Ted Koppel. Ted Koppel, was exactly what media used to be, and he checked dude right live on air. Dude tried to lie,
like, bro.
He said, "I know what's going on, and you don't.
You don't, and you there."
And that's what I was saying, like. When you have that media that calls it out as it is, we stop trying to even. Even that. I guess you can say that's a way of exposing something too. But if you're not going to inform people with the right information, you can tell them and run with anything. So yes, Ted Koppel gonna be like, "Whoa, wait a minute, stop, chill out, man. I can't allow you to talk like that on my show, man. I'll have to cut the feed. You keep talking like that, man. This information, man." How hard is that, man? You don't have anything under control. Nothing is under control.
Yeah, but he definitely checked him, because he's fumbling on his words and he's trying. Well, I didn't say it was going to be there today. I said it was. He was like, what is actually going on?
Stop, bro.
Which you don't know.
Exactly.
So I'm glad you definitely said that. Yeah.
Yeah, Ted Koppel, and then maybe that's why Ted Koppel stopped doing, because Ted Koppel and it's a Ted Koppel and somebody else from the media, old school media, be on Twitter. When I used to be on Twitter, they used to be on there going ham.
On Twitter?
Like, stop lying. It was Ted Koppel.
That sound like Peter Jennings out here. So.
No. Peter Jennings wasn't on there.
Yeah,
it was another.
Peter Jennings, he don't. Yeah. Was it? Oh, would it be? What's his name from CBS?
I think it is CBS.
Dan Rathers.
Dan Rather. That's
Dan Rather. It's gotta be Dan
Rather. Be on Twitter. They used to be on Twitter.
It's gotta be on. It's gotta be Dan Rather, man.
You step out of line, Dan Rather, and Ted Koppel was choking you out.
It was not playing.
And not one clap back. I was
because you need that. You need that. And that's why I was saying. That's why I said they don't want. That's why I was careful. Like when I was getting my information, it's just like, I don't know. But like you said, you get the old school journalists in there and how to bring a story and that's why I said you have to expose these things. If you're not enlightening people with actual truths and facts, but you're trying to enlighten people with, oh, they're robbing, they're stealing. Look at them. Oh yeah, we told you. Stop, man.
And remember the lady who was a tourist. All they're doing is stealing. I'm like,
oh my God, yes.
This ain't your crib, baby. This ain't your lane.
Yeah, and she was on Bourbon Street.
Right.
She not even in the thick of what's going on. You watching it again from the TV.
Thank you. Exactly.
And you're buying right
because they're gonna show you what they want. Yeah. There is I don't know if it's I've seen it many a times. It's like I don't know. I can't think of what they call it. HRAP or Ben, y'all might know what they call it, but they'll show you one image, but then when you turn that image around, he's pickpocketing or he's doing something that you didn't see him do it. But
the bait and switch.
Yeah, the bait and switch. It's like, I'll show you this to get you distracted, but why you focused here, I'm doing this over here because you can't see what I'm. Yeah, I've seen that used a lot on different things and albums.
Your president does. Your president's the best of it. Hey, what about you and them kids? Hey, man, it's a lot of crime in D.C.
Right.
We about to send the military over there right now.
Kids. Man.
Yeah.
Crazy.
And I want to give
look over there.
Yeah, a shout out to the Coast Guard who immediately got busy saving people, rooftops, and they're not even trained to do this, but they jumped in. But then you fast forward, and there's the rumor of helicopters being shot at, and they end up being grounded for hours, where people are dying. People are dying or stranded, which is another reason. Yeah, go ahead.
Did you catch? See, now I understand. That's a lot. When you said Ryan Coogler executively produced this, that one Coast Guard lady, he fronted her off because you notice she was about to go into classic white girl mode. I'm sick of them always tripping about the black people. And then she realized, wait a minute, I shouldn't say this. And then but it wasn't me though. I was like,
gotcha. Yeah. Oh, absolutely.
She be like, I'm sick of these, pretty much. I'm sick of these niggas.
Right.
Oh, she say that kind of. Yeah.
Right.
We got to continue, please. Retort. Yeah. Yeah, man. It was because the Coast Guard, they said like we didn't have, and that's what I was telling Ben. It was like, it's amazing how something that was formed in 1979 and you don't take the initiative, we get our direction. We're waiting on the first responders to tell us what they got going on or what they're doing. But yet you got the National Guard, wherever there's water and in distress, we don't have to wait. We go right in.
We ain't gotta wait. We can get right in there.
The Coast Guard. But it's just like, really? Like, this is what you're doing? That's why I was saying, it's like, I think they took a lot of heat for how they handled Katrina. So now all of a sudden they got to look like, oh, we're here first. Oh, we got to set these tents up. We're going to get people in here. We got food. We got truckloads. I mean, they got 18-wheelers now coming in, trucking in food. It's just like, I think they really caught a lot. Obviously, they did catch a lot of flack for it, but I think that's what they're trying to continue. But it's just like, it's done.
The situation was horrible. It's day 5, and they just now are pulling up with trucks.
Right.
It's day 5. How many people from day 1 to day 5 died? And I'm not even talking about the people at the convention center or the people at the Superdome. I'm talking about people that were still in their houses.
Yeah, that they didn't get to.
Yeah, they didn't get to. At least 5. At least 50% of that 1,392 people.
Oh yeah, because when you think of elderly that can't climb to the roof, they sitting there on the floor. As soon as that water come in, they done for.
And especially if they already said, I don't have a choice but to sit it out.
Yeah. Yeah.
But now all of a sudden we in trouble because I'm confined. I'm limited mobility or whatever. You know, it's like, hey, I can't. Anybody heard from so and so? I can't reach them. And then of course, when they did get power or cell tower back, who's got a phone? Who's got a charger?
Too late. It was.
You don't have anything. Electronics, everything's ruined. So you can't. Yeah, you can't get anything.
Yeah. What's up, Keisha in the building? Thank you for tuning in. Good evening, fellas. Wilkes.
Now I'm out of
temporarily. And I appreciated also some of the National Guard, specifically the guy that they interviewed. And it was like, look, if I tell these people something, we have to back it up. I can't tell them the truck will be here tomorrow and it won't be here tomorrow. And he was the one that said it. We're basically we're treating property at a higher level than people that are on the streets. And one of the things he said, I don't know if this was the convention center or the Superdome, but he said the smell of human suffering.
Mm-hmm.
That's a wow.
Man. That's what I'm saying. You want people not to go get toiletries. You want people not to go get food. You want people not to go get blankets and something dry because they're tired of being in the fucking water.
It's looking wet. and plenty of the people said, I'm not even doing this for me. I got my kids. I got my grandkids. I'm going out there to get something for them. It's not even for me.
Or the family next to me because they got somebody in a wheelchair. Let me go try to find you into something. I'll be right back.
And this goes to the point that the poor is the poor. There was people of all colors, all races out there. They were all poor. Now, you think of the affluent neighborhoods and all those people, I don't know what they probably end up getting hotels or had a better option or whatever.
I was gonna say they got out before the traffic gridlock.
Before everything happened.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, this was. And then you had one of the guys that I don't remember his name, but he was the one that was videotaping a lot of it. And I mean, he almost didn't make it. He ended up driving. He tried to get out of the city. You think of the traffic. Ended up going to the Superdome, and then the guy that he brought with him, which I think was his cousin or his uncle.
I think it was his cousin.
Yeah, and he's at some point he's like, man, I can't take this no more. I'm really about to lose it.
Yeah.
And his truck was there, and he ended up getting out of there, which was crazy because they wouldn't. It's like you hostage.
Right. Oh yeah.
You're not in a good situation if you hear.
Right.
At least you got a chance if you able to get out of it.
You're wondering what you're getting into when you're driving. It's just like, oh, great. Because now your brain is like, let me take Highway 10. Let me take 35. Let me take. It's like because now your brain's trying to figure out. He's trying to maneuver the bit, but everything's gridlocked. There's only a few ways in, a few ways out. I mean, you already know it's going to be backed up.
So when we talk about desperation, Keisha said this was just the worst time ever. This is when I was working at a bank and held up at gunpoint. It was 6 evacuees that did the robbery. When you were at and we reviewed that film, what was it called? Broken? No, it was the military guy who wasn't even holding up the bank. He was just like, just give me my $186.
$68.
Yeah, but when you get to the worst point, you will do anything. Yeah. Like we can say, I would never do that.
It's like, look, I'm not trying to hurt anybody. I just want what's owed to me. You don't get it. If I can just get this, I can feel like I got a foothold on something. Like I can get, but it's like, unfortunately, it's not going to come off that way. Now they got to treat you like you. Obviously, they're going to try to throw you under the bus and throw you under the jail. Yeah. But it's just like, man, I'm not here trying to hurt nobody. Man, y'all don't understand. My back is up against the wall. I need this money, which they're not going to understand because they're not trying to understand. Because they want you to go through the proper channels.
Yeah.
And not to drum up a bad memory for you, Wills. This is like when you were triggered by the movie Straw.
Hell yes.
But you keep judging people for in the worst possible moment of their life.
Yeah.
And then say, well, you need, like, I got a homeboy. He pissed me off. Shot his name. I ain't gonna say his name because his job won't allow it to be public. But,
yeah.
And My man, I remember when like 2 or 3 of them young black boys got shot by the cops, and President Obama was crying on TV. Oh man, he got to be stronger than that. Nah, man.
But he got kids, man.
He got kids.
Right. But
like you should have that type of emotion if you see somebody's lifeless body on the ground.
Right.
Like Michael Brown, I drew a comparison to Michael Brown when that guy was, and he didn't, from how the story was told, he wasn't being violent. He was like, we just want to know what's going on. And he shot the dude in the back. Like, that's the most
in the back
way to do it, man. The dude had no gun.
Yeah.
He just shot him dead in the street. Around 10,000 people. It wasn't like nobody else. It wasn't like you could say, oh, nobody heard it.
And it goes back to, again, it's like, oh, we think we have the best plan until that plan gets ejected. It don't go the way you want it. Now you scrambling. Like, man, you don't get it.
I think that was the plan, man. I mean, again, I'll accept being a radical or militant or whatever it is. But, bruh, I just can't. I refuse to believe 5 years into a new century, that was the best that they could do.
That was it, really.
Right.
Listen to what they were saying. I told the National Guard this lie. So to make the president look good, the president and the governor go on TV and literally say, shoot them jokers if they take some stuff. Nobody had the wherewithal to say, hey, man, no. It took a dude who had probably been in the midst of a war to say no.
It took this guy right here who had to literally walk around and say, put those guns down. If it wasn't for him, and I was just really in that area, because when they started talking about Gretna, and they started talking about areas outside of New Orleans, them dudes is just walking around on the street with AKs. It's open. I ain't even said it's open season.
Yeah, because you really up in arms.
Yeah, they said that. Yeah,
they said it. That's what I'm saying. You really up. Your blood is boiling at the fact that you're seeing people in survival mode. Yeah, you're gonna have those that be like, I need to get what I need to get because that family I just met at the Superdome or whoever down the street not gonna make it much longer. Let me try to get them some fresh water to drink because they wallowing in this water.
Yeah,
so it's like, stop, man. I mean, you already know what's happening.
Yeah, I agree with you, Keisha. Watching this movie helped me to understand that those people were honestly living in desperate times. I mean, this is honestly, this is beyond desperate. This is like the last days situations what they was living in.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You doing
people were making fact checks and getting arrested like crazy, probably just to get shelter.
You doing anything possible to survive because it's like just like some people were saying, it's like this is all I got. Yeah. Just like the guy with that boat, he was like he would ride the storm out in the boat. He was like, "This is all I got." I mean, I don't have the luxury of going to another house. Like I live on this boat. This is I make a living on this shrimp boat. This is it. I can't let my boat go down. If the boat go down, I can't work.
Yeah.
And like growing up in the neighborhood that me and Big Illinois grew up in, I remember moving there and I was thinking, man, because I'm from the West Side. And West Side people, we got pride in the West Side. We don't move off the West Side, by and large. My mom moved us to the North Side of Chicago, and I hated it initially. As an adult, it was the greatest blessing in my life because when I walked out of my house and walked literally 200 feet to the left, I saw millionaires. If I walked 1,000 feet to my right, I saw people who didn't have. So it allowed me to understand why people sell drugs, why people use drugs. I mean, I've seen, to be perfectly honest with you, man, I should be in therapy somewhere. I got a homeboy. He don't know I realized it. I was selling blood last year to survive.
Wow.
My man was literally, he has a wife and 3 children. He was selling plasma.
Yeah.
I mean, bro. Like when I was watching this, like Will said, y'all said I got you said I got emotional.
Yeah,
bro. Me and Big Illinois, my man Draz, we used to literally say this, dog. You know, you remember you get the summer job, you get that money, it's burning a hole in your pocket.
Oh yeah.
So you've been eating your mama cooking all summer, but now you got that check in your pocket, you got to go spend it.
Right.
Payday for the summer job, me, Draz, and Ant standing in front of the crib. And we literally said this. Hey, man, let's go to Sammy's before they start shooting.
Yeah.
Listen to that, man.
Yeah, you know, we got to play
the football field and walk back before they start shooting. I can remember pulling up for a jump shot, shooting. Bah! The ball is shot out of the air. We didn't run. Oh man, these jokers.
Right. Yeah.
Dude, I need to be on the couch somewhere. So when I see this, nah, man, this was not a mistake. This was, we want what they have, and we will destroy you to get it.
Yeah. And then when they talked about building back,
and that makes sense because you knew those levees were designed the way they were designed. You mean you just let that ride like that for decades, for years?
Yeah. It's like you playing with it. You playing with a bomb,
right?
You know, one day,
right,
it's gonna blow up. You just know it.
But because like, what if you get hit again and that water don't recede?
Yeah, that was one of my questions. Like, can this happen again? Which the answer is yes, because the scientist or whoever that guy was basically saying, with global warming, you're gonna have to raise these again.
And did you hear what that man said? You hear the words out that man's mouth? He said the Everglades is a natural defense for the coastline, because when that water starts hitting in between those trees, it's going to slow that down.
Soak it up. Yeah.
You don't have a blockade anymore. Right. So now you're losing
the water off.
Exactly. And then it cools the water off, because that's a whole different tip when that water's coming in off that Gulf, off that coast.
Right.
It's like, what are you doing, man?
Which goes to the point of the oil companies, and
you can't replant Everglades.
Right. And we I'm not gonna say we, I'm gonna say corporations don't care.
Oh,
they will soak up whatever money, to then everything just is destroyed. Now they did at the end, they did show that they were put together like a park in a kind of a swamp area that would hopefully help that.
Yeah, but
again, if you don't raise those levees in 5 to 10 years, you can have the same problem.
And it's so funny, because when I hear about the ecosystem in the Everglades, I remember learning about that in school, man. Yeah. I remember how they're fading and how they need to be protected, and what kind of resources they give and protection they give to the life that they actually have around them. It's just like, man, that stuff's important, man. I was learning that when I was growing up.
The natural way that God made it to prevent these natural disasters from happening.
And what about this? Think about this, y'all. And I just thought of this as y'all was saying that. Remember during COVID? You remember 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, so forth and so on. It was every year.
Yeah.
Hurricane.
Right. Yep.
That during COVID, we didn't have one hurricane. And then when the games got back to normal, they get to drilling again. They get to taking up natural resources again.
Yeah.
Mo sent me a picture last year. It looked like God had just flushed the toilet on South Carolina. It was towns in South Carolina. He told me where his old lady. He sent me pictures. I wish I wouldn't have deleted. I just deleted that picture from my phone last week, and I'm looking for it right now. Insane.
Yeah, I bet.
I'm talking about. It made that New Orleans thing not look so bad. I'm talking about 3-story buildings, and the building was hit. This is all you saw from the building.
Yeah.
And I'm looking for it right now. I'm trying to find it.
And this was that Central Texas. So I mean, the other can this country handle another Katrina? The answer is no. Now, I don't know whoever's fault it was with this Central Texas situation.
Right.
But there was, I don't even know what the number is at this point, but we're talking about weeks afterwards. There was upwards of 300 people still missing.
I'm pretty sure, unfortunately, the way they showed that truck in the mud, I'm pretty sure those people are buried under it. If it had that much force in moving that dirt like that, moving that mud like that, unfortunately, they might be buried in the river.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
If they did get washed away, but if you got caught up in all that force of the water, I mean, who knows? I mean, slamming you in the trees, and unfortunately, it's just terrible at night.
That was. I mean, if you woke up and you was like, "Oh no, there's water coming," it was too late because that water was what they said, 4 or 5 minutes.
It was moving a house down the river.
Yeah.
Oh gosh.
But we I mean, at the end of the day, I'm not saying I'm saying as a country, we don't take care. Right. We don't take care of what God has blessed us with. We use it, abuse it, tear it up, and then when things happen, we're more reactive.
How could this happen?
Than we are being proactive or caring. I mean, and this stuff's not gonna stop. That's the sad part.
Oh no, it's not over. I'm pretty, like I said, I always had at the back of my mind that what if they get hit again and that water does not go down, that water does not recede?
Yeah.
Now you've got a bigger issue on your hands.
I mean, since I was a kid, they've been talking about this earthquake that's going to basically separate California from the United States. We've been talking about that for years. I mean,
San Andreas fault line.
Yeah, you're still doing drilling, you still oil. I mean, all the stuff is still happening. So it's not a matter of if, it's just a matter of when that's going to happen. And that's going to be a whole other disaster.
It's a powder keg.
The turn of the century in San Francisco, 1990 San Francisco.
Yeah.
The big one.
I mean, I remember that. You know, you get home and the fish tank is on the ground, and we were in a car, and it just feels like all the tires went flat. Everything's moving.
Yeah.
Like,
oh man.
Yeah.
People at the baseball game.
That
was, come on, man.
And then so now you rewind back, and you remember that it was like some type of 1-800 donate for relief, and it's Kanye and Michael Myers.
Yeah.
And he says George Bush don't care about black people.
Yeah.
When I rewind back, I didn't know that he just flew over. I didn't know that.
I did.
He just flew over in the plane. Didn't even get out. The dude's looking out of the window. Like, you don't even have the human decency.
You know
to
why?
get off the plane and walk around.
Nope.
You just looked and you was like, "Oh yeah, it's bad."
Yeah, because
how did you see looting from up there?
Right. You've already enraged the people, so now it's like, oh, it's not safe for you down there now. Well, you took forever dragging your ass. I mean,
just imagine if he got down there and started handing out water and started actually putting his hand, like the general. If he actually did something, how that would have changed. I mean, maybe it wouldn't have drastically changed how everything went.
Yeah.
But at least it would have gave some people like, oh, he does actually care about us.
I remember watching that too, and I was just like, I don't think that's in the script.
Looking out the window. But you know what, man? That just shows you how, like I said at the top of the show, these people at the top, they do everything they can to protect each other's name. George Bush is being branded as the silly old man now. You're like the lovely, cuddly old guy. I'm like, this dude was a clown.
Yeah.
This dude was a clown. I'm like, nah, he ain't lovable.
Yeah, they try to rewrite the story.
Yeah, he's past that now.
He painting dogs and he's in the painting now.
Yeah.
We don't forget.
Right.
You don't care.
You
only care about the people that patch your pockets.
Yeah,
that's what it comes down to at the end of the day.
It's like you do remember how this went, right?
Right. Like we don't forget. You might have, you don't forget. You let it go, but we ain't forgot. So, so you fast forward, they get to the point where buses are starting to come. And there was a lady that had a hair salon. I respected her too. Shout out to her. She was like, look, this is my spot. I'm not leaving. And they almost got her house and her salon and everything, but she ended up every penny she had.
Yeah, everything she had, right. That's what I'm saying. It's like, now you're trying to take stuff, man. Come on, man, stop.
Right, that's the game plan. You destroy it and then you take it. When you talk about that, the buyback plan, it was either you got paid, or either you got the value equal to the value of the house. If that house is in one of the poorest neighborhoods, that value is not going to be really worth anything. So they probably paid him $2,000 or something. But basically, you would just use that to move out of New Orleans, which a lot of people did. One guy moved to Austin. The guy that was holding his babies, and he was in the Mardi Gras parade. He ended up moving to Austin. Another guy ended up moving to California. But I didn't. Oh, go ahead.
No, I was gonna say, I definitely, when you were just saying that, I was thinking about how I do remember people saying, "Hey, I'm not going back," or "I can't go back," or "I got to start over now." I do remember those conversations. Hell, I remember those conversations with people at the convenience store, because, like I said, when I was working nights, I would stop at the gas station, grab some snacks or grab something, and you would. Obviously, they're from New Orleans, and you were here. They would be there. I can't go. Yeah, I'm up here from the store. I just drove and just kept driving. I was like, I got to find somewhere. Yeah, no, I remember those conversations at night at the gas station with people from New Orleans. Like, yeah, we got out before it hit, or it hit, but it hit, but we were able to get out. We can't go back. I don't know what the house looks like. I remember all those conversations. Yeah.
When Katrina actually happened, I was in California. Towards the next coming months, I moved here. And we were in apartments in North Dallas, kind of Plano area. There was people that they were giving vouchers. I mean, and these people were there. Yeah, and they're like, "Look, we just need help. We're not asking just for a handout. Yeah, we need help, and then we can get on our feet and we can hustle and do what we need to do." And
that's how we ended up with a lot of the restaurants that we have now, a lot of the daiquiri shops, a lot of the cuisine from that area.
Hey, Mr. Cajuns is over here in Forney.
Well, hey, they stop off in Houston and they hop up to Dallas. What do you say, Trey?
I'm eating there.
Nah, that's sir. Yes,
but
sir.
I don't think I didn't fully understand how they ended up in these states. They were talking about California,
Utah,
Austin. I mean, they're all these surrounding areas. Yeah. So they end up getting them on these buses. They're not really telling them where they're going.
Right. They just drive.
They just get on a plane, and it's not a plane with seats. Because when we're talking about the military plane, they're just sitting on the ground. Cargo plane, right? Exactly. And they just end up in places. I thought. Naive me, I thought they were like, okay, where do you want to go? Do you want to go home, or do you want to go to Houston? Right. They were just shipping people places.
Yeah, they were
with the stuff that's on their back, with a bag of whatever they had.
Yeah, that's why I keep saying, man, this was a plan.
Yeah, when we talk about the Great Migration, this had to have been a close.
You started.
It wasn't that meaning, but I mean, it had to have been the second largest migration, I think.
When you start dabbling into, okay, well, this is it. We know they're really probably not going to come back, so just put them anywhere. I mean, they're so distraught and whatever. Just get them out here, man. Just get them out here. Tell them you're going to take them to somewhere all away from this. Just get them out of here, man. And of course, you're going to start sprinkling some of that in. Of course you are. Yeah. Hey, you already know what you're doing.
I remember bumping into a lady from Louisiana. And she said, "Hey, excuse me." I said, "Hey, what's happening?" I didn't know what she was from. I was like, "Hey, how you doing?" And she was like, "Hey, can I ask you a question about Illinois?" And I was like, "Sure." And she was like, "Has it always been this racist here?" I was like, "I'm from New Orleans." I said, "Oh, okay. Has it always been this racist here?" And I was like, "Yeah." She's like,
welcome to it.
She's about 60. She said, I've never experienced this type of racism in my life. I'm from New Orleans. I was like, damn it, man.
Damn.
And to be honest, wherever you were, anybody that was from New Orleans got a stigma of,
oh yes,
they're from New Orleans, they just want some free.
Yep.
Yes.
Which is horrible.
Come up here and
they didn't choose a lot of them, some maybe did choose to go. Like the guy chose to go to California because that's where his dad was. These people didn't choose. Right. Not all of them chose to go to Houston or Dallas and start their lives completely over again.
Oh yeah.
What's up, Poetic? She said, good evening. She said, no yawning allowed.
Sorry, my bad.
Thank you for tuning in.
What's going on?
But yeah, you just think of all these people ended up in different places. Now, probably the most vivid, we can go around the room, the most vivid picture that I have in my head from all of this is the spray painting on the houses. When they started doing that,
oh man, yeah.
And it's like 0 or 1 or whatever. That was the point. I'm like, wow, this was unheard of.
Yeah. Oh yeah, when they started like spray painting vacant or 1 dead or 2, oh man, it was crazy.
Refer to A-Trap 200%.
Yeah.
But yeah, that image will never leave my brain. Man.
The image that I have has nothing to do with this. Remember Spike Lee did when the levees broke.
Yeah.
And he was driving through. They were driving through with stuff when it was like as soon as the water went away. Yeah. I'll never forget this. This dude, he couldn't have been no more than like 6 feet tall, but he was literally. Hey, Wilkes, put your left hand up about right here. That's how high he was off the ground. Because see, you can tell how Wilkes is from his floor. Yeah. He was about that. He was that bloated. It's on HBO when the levees broke. That is stuck in my head. This dude couldn't have been 6 feet tall. He was at least 3 feet up off the ground because his body had taken on water and he had expounded that much.
Yeah, that's crazy, man. Yeah, the body that I saw, it was actually on the turnpike somewhere, like close to the dome, the Superdome, like off the highway, and the body was just up against the concrete barrier right there, and it was just bloated. It was just laying there, but somebody had covered him up. But it was just like, oh man, I was like, he died right here on the turnpike.
Yeah, and that could have been when the mayor said, okay, go on the other side of the bridge. I think it was Algiers, is where he was saying, go over there and, you should be able to find some relief. That means they had to walk miles to get over there. And then when they get over there, they turn them around and say, no, you can't come over here.
And that's what I was saying. That's what I was saying. And that's what I was saying earlier. You want people to go across town on what? To try to get where to get help and try to get food and try to get shelter.
Yeah.
And how many miles is that on foot, man? Right. And then what you got to trek through and get through. So guess what?
It's not just you. Most of these people, it was not just, it's just me by myself. It's families.
Exactly.
It's their grandmother, their grandparent, the babies. I mean, this is.
Oh, man. And like I said, it's hot.
Yeah.
100 degrees. And I know the humidity was
stupid as all hell.
I know it was stupid.
Right, that's steaming.
Yeah.
Oh, they out there like clones, man.
Right. Oh, man.
So shout out to all those people. Round of applause. All those people that had boats, had their own boats. And they're getting out there trying to find people. The other guy that was at the American Can Apartments, he was former military. And he ended up kind of getting a group. And the saddest part about this whole thing is when it was all of us standing on top of the roof, helicopter kept going by.
Right.
So in his genius mind, he said, let's get all the elderly white people on the roof. And then the helicopter ended up stopping.
Oh, it's one of us.
Right.
Oh, I had an epiphany.
So man, shout out to all. And that's us, man. Like people say whatever they want to say. But if we have the opportunity to give something, if we have the opportunity to help, we're gonna do it. And it's all. I mean, it's almost. It could have been a detriment to them. Like, what if they would have hit something and drowned? And we don't. I mean, I think this documentary was great, but again, we don't even know to what degree the amount of people that died trying to help, the amount of people that died in houses.
Right. This is
they show everything.
I see there's another one on Netflix.
I don't think we can even touch. Yeah,
there's another one on Netflix. I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah. Yeah.
But still, I think you're absolutely right. I don't think we still know. I mean, you still have people tearing up, barely could talk in the interview, don't want to really go back, but I'll talk about it. But, man. Yeah.
What about Dirty Red? He had to grab his dying brother off the ground.
Right. Yeah. Had to grab him off the ground, man. Come on. What are we doing?
And it showed them sitting on the back of behind a car with police. Which ain't no way that was police. Them dudes was in wife beaters and shorts. They was a neighborhood watchman or whatever.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
Them dudes went no.
Yeah. Hey man,
so you already have.
Maybe they took their shirts off so he wouldn't be identified as police.
You already have the horror of this is a national disaster that happened in this one city. You already have that going on. And then you have people getting killed for just trying to find something. They ain't even asked. Like even the fire department, the firefighters were saying, we just gonna shoot first and ask questions later. Boy.
Wow. The fire department. Yeah. What are you saying?
Fire me.
Yeah.
Right.
Popping me.
I bet you didn't know you was gonna be on this documentary, huh?
Right.
Because they was talking cash, grade.
They was talking real heavy.
Oh yeah, they talking reckless here.
Yeah,
crazy,
man. So definitely, I would definitely watch this. You need to watch it just for your own mind, just for your own understanding of what truly happened. Because we only got bits and pieces. Unless you was there,
right?
You really only got you got a minute piece of what was going on. So they end up ending it with the FEMA guy ended up resigning. No surprise. He got fired, but he resigned because that's what ended up happening. Yeah. The general went on to continue to head up and kind of direct situations like this, which he did one hell of a job. The mayor, he was the mayor till I think 2010 or 12 or something, ended up going to jail.
They still use him as a scapegoat.
Yeah.
Ray Nagin.
And they didn't have the governor. I don't know if she like passed away or something, but she wasn't on this
Hopefully.
at all.
See ya.
Yeah. She wasn't in the mix. She wasn't in the mix.
Turned out. Surprised they didn't have Bush on here, man. Where the hell Bush, man?
Nah. He was somewhere painting the dog.
Painting dogs and painting murals of his cats and stuff like that. But this documentary, we kind of rounded out. This is one of those things that you really got to rate the quality of the documentary because the situation is horrible. Ain't no way you can.
Oh gosh.
No way you can make light or make. There is no bright side to this situation at all. And then you fast forward, and Obama is president. They got all these restaurants. Like I said, you go to New Orleans now, you wouldn't have any clue that all of this went down. And all that.
Of course. How convenient.
You never know that you could drown in any minute.
Right. Exactly. And this could happen again.
Oh, absolutely. Because I'm pretty sure they didn't build the levee back.
Right. He said they're going to have to make these higher. Will they actually do it is obviously the question.
Right. Yeah, they don't want to.
Yeah.
No, there was another image I forgot to mention that I remember. Them, I don't know. I didn't notice them in here, but the pumps failed too. But they had them painted all pretty, and they were antiques. I'm like, you didn't even update the pumps to pump the water out if the levee did break. I was like, even the pumps failed. I was just like, what are we doing?
Yeah,
this was turn down this overtime.
Oh, this was like a situation where you just watching everything happen.
Right.
But you're not putting in 100% effort to make sure
it does not happen.
It don't happen again.
Right.
You're not even trying to solve the problem while it's happening.
Right.
Which you just open up the door and you just let things happen. You let these people die. So the final numbers were 1,392 people, which is
wow.
And at least 1,200 of those people didn't have to die.
Right.
Right.
And we don't know, because there was I don't know, they counted people where the guy where his brother ended up getting cut. He died later, and then his niece or daughter or granddaughter had sickle cell. She ended up passing away. So like, you think of people's medication. I mean, there's a lot that goes into your day-to-day life, and when you have nothing of your day-to-day life and your daily routine of what you got to take, what you have to do. Yeah. All right. So final thoughts, Mike. Rating. We're gonna go to A-Trap first.
5, man.
I agree.
This was much needed, very in-depth, gut-wrenching, tugged on the strings of your heart. I think every Black person in America needs to watch this, because it will let you know about all that arguing you do about, I got my rights, and they letting you know that you don't.
When it hits the fan, and you're in the worst situation, nah. It's survival mode for you. But we could be in the Hyatt. Yeah, we could be in the Hyatt, looking down.
Right. Nah, man. Playoffs? Don't talk to me about playoffs. Rights. Don't talk to me about your rights. You kidding me?
Right. Yeah. Exactly.
You got the right to die.
Right.
Anything
you like say, you said, you just go push the baby. I'm like, really, man?
You push the baby away with a stick. First thing I thought of was a Memorial Day, because Memorial Day in America was invented because they gave after the Civil War, Revolutionary War, Civil War, they just dumped a bunch of Black people into a pit. Right.
And we had
got those people and properly buried them.
And we had to invent the holiday to properly bury our own.
Right. What the hell, man?
What the hell?
So the original Memorial Day is at the beginning of May. They stole it, commandeered it, and put it at the end.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, ain't no surprise.
My shoulder hurt.
Still.
Man.
Steal, kill, and destroy.
Of course. Absolutely.
Yeah. Looks.
No, definitely a 5. It's always been a story, whether it's, even if it was one that was a rerun that I've seen 1,000 times on National Geographic, it's still just blows my mind. The devastation and like how people were you were not prepared to cover all these people that are trying to survive, and they climb into the attic, climbing through the roof, trying to stand on top of houses, decaying, falling apart. I mean, it's just, oh man, I don't care how many times I watch it, whether it's like I said, if it's a new documentary, an old documentary, it's still just mind blowing. It's just like these people walking around and these bodies floating by, and unfortunately somebody's dying on the sidewalk. You can't do anything about it. Unfortunately, they just cover them up because it's a dead body under here or something like that. It's just, oh my gosh, man.
The smell.
Yeah. And the smell, like you said, yeah. So definitely crazy. I enjoyed it. I'm like I said, I want to watch the one on Netflix. I saw they kicked that one. But definitely 5 mics. Insane situation. Just crazy.
Yeah. So let me give the rate. Rotten Tomatoes gave it 100%, which definitely. Metacritic 80%. So like a 4 out of 5. Hey, it's definitely it's the easy 5. And everybody needs to watch this, because what these people went through, and the select, handful of people that came on here to tell their story. You have, what is it, 40 minutes times 5? You know, you got a couple of hours to watch this just for those
2
people.
hours exactly.
Yeah,
it should be 2 hours.
Yeah, you have the time to watch this. This gives you the in-depth. Again, if you weren't in New Orleans, you really have no clue what exactly happened.
Right.
And this breaks it down to the very minute detail.
Yeah. I mean, just the panic mode, like you said, the water's rising. I gotta think quick because the water's rising in the house.
Yeah.
Now the situation's at the Superdome. It's raining. Hello, thumbs up. Thank you.
There you go.
Then it's raining in the Superdome now. So it's just like, we thought we were dry and safe in here. Nope. Guess what? Now we got to wander into the street because no electricity. It's getting hot in here. The toilet's not working.
The same clothes really for 5 days, unless you was able to get something.
Right.
But yeah.
Hey, unless you get on some golden draws, them suckers need to come off.
Yeah, man.
Right.
Hey, man.
Right.
Yeah, man.
But yeah, I would definitely say you need to watch this. It's one of those documentaries that from beginning to end, your eyes are glued to it because you know what happened. You know the end of the story.
Right.
But this gives you all those details that you don't have or haven't gotten. So it's a 5. It's a 5 across the board. So coming up next week, which we're gonna do the Cowboys documentaries. Actually, it's a few episodes. I think it's 8 or 10. So maybe we split it, but it starts tomorrow.
How about them Cowboys?
But anything Cowboys is gonna be watched heavily.
Oh yeah, whether they hate him or love him, they're gonna
hate him or love him. They're gonna be Michael Irvin, Dion.
Oh yeah,
Emmett.
I was gonna try. I'll try to get my cowboy hat before we go review. I gotta go get me a cowboy hat, man. I gotta put me on, man.
So let me play a quick preview of this, and then we'll come back and close it out.
God damn, motherfucking Jerry Jones. God dang, man. Jerry, calm down.
That's tomorrow. Hey, they gotta talk about the White House, man. That's gotta be. It got to be one episode just dedicated to that.
Hey, man. Jimmy Johnson, I would love to play for him because I can remember coaches saying stuff like that.
Oh, hell yeah.
Go over there with your damn asthma.
Right. You wasting my time out here, man. Why would we even draft you, man? Get out of here, man.
Right.
Yeah.
That's the wind knocked out of me in practice once. Coach Shannon said, "Hey, you hurt or you injured?" Hurt. He said, "Get your ass up."
Yeah, and that was back when you used to have when you have hard hits coming across the middle.
Oh man, we
Atwater, Darren Woodson, Merton Hanks.
Take that head off.
Man, they would have a whole segment on ESPN. I don't know what they called it. I forgot what they called it. It was called like crack or you got jacked. Man.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, they didn't care about that.
The best hits in the world is when you come up, right? And you got your back foot planted and you just catch him.
Oh, you finna kill him. Around that rib, baby.
Hit him right here. You lift up. Stop control X. And because you're moving forward, you just catch yourself with your plant foot. And it looked like you didn't move, but you really just caught him perfect.
Right. Straighten him up.
Man, I was just about to say that. Straighten him up.
Straighten him up. Straighten him up. Straighten him up.
Yeah. That 90s era of football, and the Cowboys had whoever they wanted, man. They had Charles Haley.
Well, that's why I said thanks to Jerry.
Every level they had.
That's why you got the salary cap now, because he was out here just throwing money around. He was just throwing money everywhere. Oh, how much? Okay, Dion, $36 million. Come on, man. Yeah.
Oh yeah, man. We get into that next week. Probably break it up into 2 parts, but yep, that's it for tonight. So on the end of the bench, you talked about look at the history.
Yeah, look at the history, man. The history tells us that we don't really have a chance in regards to what's going on. We have to stop, immobilize, galvanize, go into action, and then create something. We create a universe in which we are at the top of the food chain because we're not allowed to be on the top of the food chain. Why are we? Question, and this is an honest to God question to either one of you. If you went up for a supervisor position and didn't get it, how would you feel and why?
Oh, you'd feel disappointed because especially if you've given, like they say, of course, you're always expandable. You done did what you did and put the company on your back a little bit, and all of a sudden they just kind of, you're just not what we're looking for right now.
Yeah.
We're pretty hot. We're pretty upset.
Yeah, I mean, I've been in that. So yeah, I've definitely felt disappointed. Felt like quitting.
Hell yeah.
Started looking for another job.
The question is this: why were you angry?
Because
hold on, think about this. Being black in America, why were you angry?
Oh, because you thought you were removed from that point, but you should know better.
But you felt like you got passed over
from that point. Yeah, absolutely. Like, damn, we back here again.
A-Trap didn't make it past flag football. He lying.
Man, look,
he didn't even get on flag team. He got cut at Pop Warner. But he was 16 when he was playing Pop Warner.
He was gonna do with the fake birth certificate out there hitting the kids with a mustache.
Over there, man. I knew he was out there dominating and got cut.
Yeah,
he kept jumping offside.
I'm the superstar. And that dude, that boy ain't 9.
I know that boy working out, man.
Hey, believe it or not, that has happened at least 3 times here in Texas. Either for basketball, football.
Oh yes,
these dudes be coming in like 33 with a fake birth certificate. And,
right, like stop, man. You know you ain't supposed to be out here, man.
You're not gonna recruit the glory days, man. It's over with.
You're right.
Yeah,
go ahead and coach.
I couldn't play no more. I didn't want to play. I mean,
yeah, go ahead and coach somewhere, man.
Yeah.
But all right, man. A-Trap, go ahead and close us out.
Hey man, it's good to rap with you, brothers. See you guys. Hey man, watch this again. Put the title up again. Hey, the title.
The title of
what did he say? He told flag football. I'll tell y'all what that means.
You saying put this up
your couch. But hey man, it's I owe you one, Jack. I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna get you back, Aloysius. Y'all know that's his middle name, right?
Anthony. In real life,
Aloysius is his middle name.
Wow.
We even now, Aloysius. Him and Theo Huxtable got the same middle name, Anthony Aloysius Lance. Thank you guys for tapping in. If you don't have time or make time, watch this. This is important. If you support my show, watch this documentary. It is important because it gives you it puts it in your face what they think about people from our community. And it also puts you, to me, this is what I got from, I'm gonna say this and I end it. You know how we always say, oh, all such and such people aren't like that. We saw on this documentary, most people view us in a specific way. Mm-hmm. The dude Bush, he was dope. The Coast Guard dude Bush.
Oh yeah. Yep.
You can see that he was down for the cause, but most people were not.
No,
most people
were not. Like, this is the opportunity for me to get them. Right. The
exactly.
dudes that was giving me a rough time. This was revenge. Really.
Yep. So continue to support us. If you once the show ends, please comment, share your opinions of what we did, what the documentary was about. Even if you come back and tell us, hey man, y'all are doper than we thought, and y'all should give y'all money, and y'all should do that.
Yeah, we'll take that.
But now on the serious side, please watch this. Tap in, hit the like, hit the share, tell a friend to tap in. If you haven't subscribed to BS3 Network, and if you do that, then you can go to the End of the Bench Media at YouTube on YouTube. Please subscribe to both. 2025 is we having big things. We're doing big things. I got a suggestion after the show. 2 fingers, 1 word. If I owe you something, I ain't got it. And if you need it, get it from God.
Him upstairs. Peace.